saw that. How's that? How's that, y'all? Should we move this guy to a better spot? How about right there? Out of the way. You said we could take these ashes from this shattered place. You held in your hand. You said spread them far across this barren plain. They may grow again. Both of our voices trailing out through this afternoon. Love falls in circles. We can only feel in this place before it's gone. We run sometimes to keep ourselves from falling over in the darkness around. You said if we close our eyes and hold each other, we can lift off this charred ground. Both of our voices, yeah, trailing out through this afternoon. Love falls in circles. We can only feel in this place before it's gone. Both of our voices spinning across this ashen ground. Love falls in circles. We can only feel in this place, and then it's gone. Hey y'all. Happy Tuesday. It is a happy Tuesday. Been home for a couple days. Sort of. It took me about 8 hours to get back yesterday. And so I got to spend an hour and a half with Willa before she went to bed. For For those of you who don't know Willa yet, that's my daughter. She's turning 1 tomorrow. God, that's crazy. That's crazy. I know what you're going to tell me, too. I know. You're going to say, it just keeps going faster and faster. I get it. I get it. I get that that's what's happening. It's like life moves faster and faster. There's too much I want to do. There's not enough time. Ever feel that way? I'm feeling that way a lot these days. And, you know, it could be that you know, I'm still processing losing my father. Hold on a second. I'm going to try and make if I can. There's been a lot of stuff. Is that a little better? Can you hear a little better? Tell me if it feels soft or loud to you. Thank you for the birthday wishes for my daughter. Better now. Say. Okay. I hope it's better. I had a new song I wanted to share with you today, so I hope we can get this sound working okay. It looks like it's going pretty good from my computer here. Much better, says Paul. Thumbs up, says Ben. Okay. It's okay here, says Setless Scott. Well, if Setless Scott says it's okay, fine. Thank you for helping me out, as per usual. There are some technical challenges. I'm going to play another one on the guitar first, and then we're going to go over to my new toy. I'm going to play a new song I've been working on. He recalls a time when he was not so tame. Wanted the setting sun to know his name, and he took a ride on a convalescent mile. Bought an old guitar and a rusty van. When I'm north for to work the land, yeah, he got high on a convalescent mile. Escaping, and you don't know why. You need escaping in the summer sky. It's a game of lost and found, lost and found. She took a fold of bills out from the cookie jar. Went down to Vegas for to play some cards. Yeah, she took a ride on a convalescent mile. She came back broke in her old blue car. From a little out old, she could have been a shooting star. Yeah, she got high on a convalescent mile. Escaping escaping in summer sky. 'Cause it's a game of lost and found, lost and found. We throw our little words around here. We feel the sights, taste the sounds. Soon we'll come crashing down. So we escape, we escape. Cause it's a game of lost and found, lost and found, lost and found, lost and found. But okay. So I've had a dream about owning one of these for a while. I'm going to show it up higher towards the camera so you can see. What this looks like, what it is, it's a mandolin. It's a kind of a mandolin. Usually when you think about a mandolin, or when most people think about a mandolin, they think of it as smaller. But this, what they call it, an octave mandolin, so it's just everything is lower. So this is to a mandolin as a viola is to a violin, or maybe a cello is to a violin. I really love the sound. I really love some of the sound of the mandolin. Sometimes it feels a little too high and piercy for me, and so so I've actually kind of been thinking about this as an instrument for a while. When we were touring through Michigan, we there's a pretty famous guitar and strings shop there, and I picked this baby up. And I've been trying to figure out how to play it ever since. It is such a cool instrument, and for me, playing something cool looks, or playing something new that sounds cool and fresh, makes my fingers move in different ways. It makes my brain move in different ways, and as a songwriter, it takes me out of some of the normal patterns that I find myself in as a songwriter. So I've been playing it a lot, and I feel like it actually nice sound. Yeah. So still figuring it out a little bit, right? A lot of it. But so for me, I think a lot of times songwriting is about unlocking some of the stuff that I'm processing, right? And you can unlock in all sorts of different ways. Just like outside of music, right? The things that we're feeling can unlock in all sorts of ways, right? Maybe we take a run and that emotion somehow gets out of our system and we have a really good cathartic talk with somebody, right? Or we're watching a movie or reading a book and we're way more emotional over a certain scene than we would be otherwise, right? Because we're processing things as we're experiencing other things, right? So I've certainly had a lot to process in this last year. I've become a father. I've lost my father. We've survived a global pandemic. We are attempting to survive a global pandemic. But it's scary times out there. We've all just been through a lot. We've all been through a lot. But I think particularly, right, the birth of a child, the death of a parent, if that doesn't get you thinking about your life, I don't know what would. And anyways, somehow being on this instrument the last couple of weeks has helped me work through some stuff. Not like work through it. I mean, yeah, work through it like therapy, but also like just like work through it, live in it, feel it, help me feel it, help me feel it all. Anyways, as always, when I share a new song with you gatherers, here are some notes. When I start a song, usually, these days, I tend to write a lot more than actually I can put in a song. The first version of this song was probably a 10-minute song. It's not now. It's a normal length song. I had to cut away some stuff. Maybe there's some gems in the stuff I cut away. I don't know. But it's feeling like the right length to me right now. But this is a draft. I'm sharing with you a sketch, an unfinished painting, right? That's one of the joys for me, is getting to take you on this process of, right, conception to like whatever the final painting is going to be. Right now, sometimes the song in this form, before it's fleshed out, before it's even been played through a bunch of times, is my favorite, because it's just like all the rawness of the expression is still happening. I'm not really owning the song as a performance. I'm still processing the things that I'm trying to say in the song. Okay. I'm gonna have I have a challenge with this song as well. I can either give it the name that you all think it's gonna have when you listen to the song, or I can give it the name that I think I want to name it, and we'll talk about that afterwards. Okay. Also, there will be a more involved part on this neck. There will be some extra notes and some lines, but I'm going to focus on just playing the chords and delivering the words to you tonight. Okay. Here we go. Sun comes up shifting to dry. Another day I'm still alive. My heart is full, my mind is clear, with the things I'll do while I'm still here. Bring the fire, bring the water, revelate, yeah. The person that I'm trying to be, the future that I'm trying to see. No matter how I try to plan, joy and sorrow hand in hand. Bring the fire, bring the water, revelation. All of my love is, all of my love is, all of my love is coming down now. All of my love is, all of my love is, all I have, feeling I can feel it calling. When I'm twisted up and small, when I'm standing twice as tall, when I'm holding on too tight, when I play it all just right, yeah. Bring the fire, bring the water, revelate, yeah. Bring the fire, bring the water, revelate, yeah. The answer's written in the sky. This carnival will pass me by. When I'm gone, there will remain this tapestry of storm and flame. Bring the fire, bring the water, revelate, yeah. All of my love is, all of my love is, all of my love is coming down now. All of my love is, all of my love is, all I have, feel it, I can feel it calling. Revelate, revelate, I didn't have a chance. I didn't want to look at your comments while the song was happening, but one of the it occurred to me that refrain. It's kind of a strange word to use, right? But I keep saying revelate. It's hard to get that T out in a musical way, right? Like, for instance, I even fooled the bot. I thought it was reveille or reveille, which is also kind of cool. But I was just riffing on the concept of revelate, you know. The idea in that song being right, that we can't, no matter what we do, we can't really control our happiness and our sorrow. Or maybe we can control it, but we're always going to have both in our lives. And so that refrain, bring the fire, bring the water, revelate, meaning, right? You're going to have both. You might as well exult in it. You might as well feel it all. But so it probably should be called Revelate because one, it's going to be a way for people to understand what I'm saying. When I get to that refrain. So this is probably going to be what the song is going to be called. My favorite line though comes in the last verse, which is it goes, "The answer's written in the sky. This carnival will pass me by. And when I'm gone, there will remain this tapestry of storm and flame." Right? Bring the fire, bring the water, revelate. And so the title I've been wanting is Tapestry. But I think it's got to be called Revelate. Maybe if it makes it onto an album, the album can be called This Tapestry. Or Tapestry. Yep. So anyways, that's a new one. And hopefully, I mean, I'm so excited about playing that thing. I plugged it in the other day. Some of you saw our gathering at the farm in Plimpton, Massachusetts on Sunday, and I plugged that mandolin in during sound check, and the bandies were psyched about how it was sounding. I'd be pretty psyched to start messing around with that song with the bandies and that instrument with the bandies. So, anyways, thanks for listening. Hopefully we'll do a lot. We'll be doing a lot more song sharing with that instrument. Christopher, I've had that instrument for a couple weeks now. 2 weeks? 2 weeks? I got it a few days before the Ramble. Or I got it on tour before the Ramble. And it's been a week, 2.5 weeks, something like that. Working on it. I'm looking at some of your comments. You're funny. Well, that's right. Carole King has got some tapestry going, right? That's all right. Thank you. To reveal, to lift up. That's right. I've had it for 19 days, apparently. Yeah, Karina can probably already play the mandolin better than me, Marjorie. Thanks for rubbing that in. Appreciate it. God, my bandies are good. But anyways, how about another one that I began sharing? I've been thinking that this one, do you notice, so this is a song called, well, I didn't really have a name for it when I first shared it with you gatherers. But I think you all have been calling it "I Will Ride," and if you notice, when I wrote it and when I play it, it's way up on the guitar, and so I'm thinking that maybe this isn't a guitar song at all. Maybe this needs to be a mandolin song eventually. I haven't played it since I got the mandolin. I haven't thought about it until I was just sitting around getting ready to hang with y'all for the gathering tonight. And so I'm going to try to play this, and I'm going to forget trying to play the little guitar riffs that I try to do, and I usually botch when I play this. I'm just going to play those chords, and I'm going to think about that instrument. I'm going to think about it in conjunction with this song, and we're going to see what ends up happening. Okay, I was concentrating on just playing it and thinking about the mandolin, and I forgot all the words. Thank you, Supergirl. Take me on the road today. Let me taste a little sky. I've been so far along the way. Now it's time for me to fly. And I gotta hold steady, 'cause you know I'm ready. I can feel the winds. I'm gonna trade my ticket in for gold. And I gotta be strong, because it won't be long and I'll be back again. It's time to go, and I'll be easy to find. Just go head for the light. 'Cause my elation will shatter the night. I will ride, I will ride, I will ride, I will ride. The sun shines just a yellow sea. You can cross it anytime. I've got a ramble, got to find belief. Gonna make my soul divine. And it don't come from pages of words of sages in an ivory tower. I'm gonna walk the rhythm that I know. And I won't back down from the chains I found in the darkest hour. Yeah, it's time to go, and I'll be easy to find. You just go head for the light. My fortune will shatter the sky. We'll ride, I will ride, I will ride, I will ride. I'm a little stuck because in 2 days, I've got 2 more days with my girls. And I'm so excited about. I'm so excited about being here with them, being in the house, being home. And then I'm gone for 18 days. 18 days. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm so excited about the tour that we're going to be going on. We play in Syracuse. We play in at this really great festival called Colorscape in upstate New York. God, what town is it? Norwich, New York. From there, I depart from the Bandies and I roll south. Solo-like, and I play Summerville, South Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida. I play Fort Lauderdale, Florida, at this really cool theater called the Broward Center. And then I spend 3 days on an island off of Tampa in Florida playing a songwriter festival on Captiva Island. And that's going to be an adventure. The last time I went to a festival like that, I met Clint Daniels, who I've been writing a whole lot of songs with, as many of you all know. And so I'm excited for the experience of, it'll be a week on the road by myself playing shows, and that'll be fun. But man, I'm going to miss being home. On the 19th of September, the Bandies fly down to Florida to meet me right outside the Orlando area in Apopka, Florida, where we're going to do a live gathering. And that's going to be super fun. We're going to do a couple shows in Montgomery, Alabama area. And then Sheffield, Alabama, a.k.a. Muscle Shoals. Actually at the studio of the Swampers, believe it or not. It's going to be really fun. Then we hightail it up and we play in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. It's gonna be a wild ride. And I know the Washington, D.C. show literally just got confirmed. So there's probably a bunch of y'all maybe in the D.C. area that didn't even know we were coming into town. But man, I love playing in D.C. when I can, and so I'm excited to be there. And it's at the City Winery, which love, and I'm excited for all the shows. I'm excited for traveling around the country. I'm excited for all the music that we're making these days, and I'm excited for all the incredible fans in this community that seems to be growing and getting stronger every single day. That is amazing. But it's gonna be hard for me to be away from my baby daughter again for so long, and my wife. That part's hard. That part's hard to think about. dreaming of an RV that can take the family all around with us. Oh, yes. I want to play in Brazil. Yes, that's what I want. We need a South American tour. That's what I want. You know, it's so interesting, right? Yes, I like what I'm hearing. I think the traveling village should mobilize all of y'all, right? I think when we go on tour, y'all should just come with us. You know what I'm saying? Traveling village. One of these days. One of these days. I know an RV would be nice. Bring the family with me. That's kind of the dream. I don't know if it's Allie's dream. Well, it'd be Allie's dream for a couple weeks. And then she'd be like, okay. We're so close, right? We're like this underground indie folk band. Underground indie folk bands, let me tell you something. They're not supposed to make enough money to be full-time musicians. That's why there are not a lot of us out there. But man, I just feel like we are so close. We are so close. You know, we are on the cusp of not having to scrape and grind and gravel. And being able to just like kind of breathe, you know. We don't need to be rock stars, but it is getting to a place, right? Enough people out there are listening to us and coming out to see shows. Almost enough. We're almost at this place where we can breathe a little bit. And I don't know any other way to get there except to play music, you know? I mean, I wouldn't do anything else anyways, but I mean, except be on the road. And that takes me away from my baby daughter. And that's the hard thing. All right. Dawn hit wild in colors that were blazing. They broke upon a house in Presque Isle, Maine. An old man wandered out holding a bedroll. Legend tells that Bobby was his name. Been decades since his soul had even seen him. He held his thumb out humbly towards the sky. An old a trucker passed him standing waiting patiently. Over there and offered him a ride. And the diesel cab, it felt just like a cradle. He hummed along while Bobby sang. He closed his eyes and thought about a harpoon playing and a wild gypsy girl that he once knew. Live hard, live loud. He fixed a fence post in a ranch in Chillicothe. The owners fed him well and rather let him ride old Adeline. She used to be the fastest in the county. But like Bob and I prefer to take a time. Days turn into weeks, turn into longer. He'd head to where his drive would want to go. He only knew the night time from the daytime, when the sun would rest its head upon a westbound road. And the people that he'd met would ask him questions. Man, what are you doing from around? His eyes would sparkle, grinning, and he'd shake his head. He'd say it's the fool who thinks he knows where he is bound. Live hard, live loud, do not wait, live now. Down, da, 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 down, da, 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 down, da, 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 da. Well, the sons of silence still did business through the clubhouse. Bobby'd run them favors way back when. They said that we can take you through the Rockies, but at the junction you were on your own, my friend. We spent the next 2 days on JR's Costa Soft, dreaming of the 10-pound bass he caught when he was 10. Every other memory in his lifetime swirling like a Colorado wind. He ate some but was never really hungry. He slept when he was hanging by a string. He told everyone he passed, life comes and goes so fast, and ain't our breath the most amazing, joyous thing. Live hard, live loud, do not wait, live now. Down, da, 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 down, da, da, down, da, da, da. He found himself in Parsons, California, holding court, Pappy's at the bar. Gary took the hidden bottle out from the back. They reminisced a bit while Bobby played guitar. Late night he confessed that he was dying. His cancer seems to have the best of me, but I'd rather go out walking in the sunshine than lying inside strapped to some machine. And he woke the next day early with the sunrise, humming softly, bedroll in his hand. They say they saw him walking out towards Blacktop Canyon, and no one's ever heard from him again. Years down the road, a group of desert hikers found some bones under a twisted spiny tree. A message carved into bedroll, these final words of Bobby McGee. Live hard, live loud, do not wait, live now. Live hard, live loud, do not wait, live now. Down, da da da. Down, da da da, down, da da da, down, da da da, da da da. Maybe that's a mandolin song. Maybe that's a mandolin song. Maybe that's a mandolin song with Karina playing the piano. Maybe that's what that is. Gears are turning. Gears are turning. But I'll tell you what. It's very rare. Right? I mean, I love being on tour with my bandies, and I love playing shows with my bandies. There are no more inspiring musicians than I could wish to play with. Touring with a band is different than touring with just one person. There's a lot of setup and breakdown. There's a lot of stuff. Think about it. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of planning, making sure people get food, people have beds to sleep in. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to be away from my wife and my daughter, and it's going to make me pretty heartsick. But maybe this next run that will involve about a week on my own, maybe it'll birth some songs. That could be pretty cool. We'll see what happens, okay? Anyways, either way, there's going to be some gatherings in there, so you're going to know what's happening. I also think that some of you should plan to come and see us in some strange places, all right? Now, I know there are you gatherers that are watching tonight that are going to be in all these different places. Down south where we're going, and in New York where we're going, and in D.C., but I also think that the majority of our community is in the northeast of the United States, and most of where we're going to be touring for the next couple weeks is outside that area, and so I think y'all should figure out a way to come and find us on the road somewhere unexpected, a backyard in South Carolina. You know, an island in Florida, a recording studio outside of Muscle Shoals. It's pretty fun. Okay. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to wind at our back. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glance of God's great design. Some say it's the signs of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us no we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to them good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we had. For these moments pass lightly, won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly, right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to Maine. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who want with us. Here is to us, and all that we see is to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around in good company. Here's to the future, here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow, let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one as this night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. It's been a nice gathering with y'all. It's nice. It's funny how 615 gatherings and we're not sick of each other yet. Thanks for being with me. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And I'll see you soon.